An '03 Mako just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Roughly about a 27-foot rig. Very comfortable half-ton tower. Big rear living room and slide out. Perfect little couples coach for jet setting around a little bit. If you're kind of thinking of getting started in RVs, this wouldn't be a bad option. Being an '03, the price is very affordable on something like this and easy to get into and easy to get out of. One thing I do want to point out is both the vent above the bed and in the bathroom feature the max air covers that you see right there. Again, if you are newer at this, what that's going to allow you to do is leave that vent open even when it's raining, so you can keep some nice airflow still going through your trailer and not feel like you suffocate. Little things I like these preventative measures the folks took. They put on these little drip guards over your big baggage doors. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep the water away from the top of these doors and that big piano hinge. And that will add a lot of longevity to that. If you've ever been camping and you see someone open that door and it goes screech, that's why. Because the water got in that hinge, it probably froze, and when water freezes it expands and it busted up that hinge. It's just like the way when springtime comes around and all the water and all the ice thaws away, you find out that the ice, when it froze, busted up the road and the concrete. That's why they always have to patch the highways every spring. Same thing. Like I mentioned, rear living room with a couple big windows here. It's almost really cute, like a his and a hers window. I kind of like the look of it, actually. I do see some, I mentioned preventative measures like the big shield over the baggage doors. Little things like this are big things to me, especially on a unit with a couple years on it. The little mud dauber screens. What that's going to do is it's going to keep the bugs and the critters and things from crawling into something like your furnace exhaust. Well, that eliminates a potential fire hazard, not to mention just a service interruption. If you weren't aware of that, let's say that, one of those little hornets got in there that build those like big paper type nests and plugged up your exhaust. Well, at best case scenario, your furnace would just simply start choking and wouldn't be able to work. Worst case scenario, you could have a fire. Either way, you are losing out on part of your camping season, and something as simple as those screens prevents that from ever possibly happening. Now, one thing I do want to mention, because there's a significant amount of money invested in this, all of these shades you're looking at in here are brand new. They are residential shades that were put in aftermarket instead of metal blinds, and they are very nice looking. And again, take a look at the, your upholsteries and stuff in here. You can see that even in your high traffic zones, your high seating areas, this is not all torn up and frayed. This thing is in very nice condition. Even the sofa over here, still fluffy. I don't think they really sat on the sofa as far as I could tell. Both your sofa and your dinette will fold down into extra sleeping spaces. One thing I love in here is the privacy. You can shut yourself out from the world. Because not only do you have your top cover here, but the side boxing as well. So you have both lambrequins and valances. And again, these residential shades I was telling you about, very cool look. And the fact that they're a double segment there means that when you pull those shades down, you're going to create a virtual dead air pocket between the window and that shade. And that will help significantly with R factors. So if you are planning on doing some camping in the fall where it can unexpectedly dip down pretty darn cold, those will help. If you pull the shades down like you see right now, it will help. It's not a true thermal pain, it helps. Again, your primary seating spaces in here, very nice shape. You see that they're not all worn out, torn up. This is a perfect example of used, not abused. The only thing I can see that has absorbed a decent amount of wear and tear is a cutting board that these people added aftermarket. So it's not even a standard part on the trailer. Anything that was standard on the trailer, they really, really, really took care of. And it looks like they generally only used heavily extras that they brought into the trailer. The entertainment center here is made for not necessarily a flat screen. Those weren't super common in '03 when this was built. And they had put a larger conventional TV in, and for the back part of it, they had to kind of put this little alcove in here. So that is something that they did themselves. But you put a TV in there, you could panel that off. There's 100 different solutions. My point is, this little part seems a little bit unsightly. Don't let that be the reason you don't take this trailer home. That's a quick, easy fix. That's something we could do on the spot if we had to. And in terms of how this is built, it's built well. Love this pantry. It's, you know, to give you an idea, it goes that deep. You know, I'm about a 6'3" man. It goes pretty much the entire depth of my arm. You can see how deep that is. Tons and tons of storage in here. And it's easy access storage. These trays slide in and out. Very cool. I love stuff like that. I'm a gadget guy. Moving forward, as we progress through up to the upstairs area, you have this gigantic triple door wardrobe. A lot of fifth wheels are going to have a double door like this, which is great. This just gives you 50% more than that, and 6 dresser drawers down here. So, you know, you can kind of have room for his and a hers storage versus a hers and a hers storage. That being said, I believe Mr. Haylett's closet actually has more clothes in it than his wife. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, moving on. Again, there is the Max Air cover above this vent, so if it's kind of raining at night, you can open your side windows a little bit. You can open this roof vent and get some very nice cross ventilation. If you've ever talked to anyone that's ever owned a camper, they know how nice and how valuable that is. Very standard sort of bathroom setup here, but it is worth noting that you have both a skylight and the power vent fan with the rain cover in here, as well as a handy space for linen, which a lot of fifth wheels simply do not have. It's actually pretty big in there. I hadn't opened that till just now. So that's the trailer in a nutshell. If you'd like to learn a little more about it, don't hesitate to give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We have full range of financing options, you know, parts, accessories. Long story short, we can make this a one-stop shop for you, make it very quick and easy to own an RV. And maybe, God forbid, have a little fun doing it, because at the end of the day, isn't that the point? So give us a call, and take care, and happy camping.